So I have a little gift for you today, this video. It's a piece of original journalism and analysis, fresh facts from the New York DMV. The New York DMV issues specialty plates for all 12 astrological signs. Isn't that something? The only state doing it. It was actually when I was putting together the fish license plate video that I realized there were these zodiac license plate designs, and I didn't know whether to include Pisces. Pisces is a fish, right? But does it fit in the SpongeBob universe? Is SpongeBob a Pisces? Does SpongeBob have a birthday? What's SpongeBob's birthday? SpongeBob's birthday. Nickelodeon finally confirmed SpongeBob's birthday is July 14th? What astrological sign does that make him? He's Cancer. Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob's a Cancer. Would you look at that? He was born in 86. Oh no, SpongeBob's an old head millennial. We're getting so off track. New York zodiac license plate designs. Is the concept obvious? Astrology is a predictor of behavior. Your sign should tell you whether or not you're gonna buy these license plates. So I wanted to know who is buying these license plates. Are these zodiac personality types showing up in the data? This is what I really wanted to know. So I emailed the New York DMV and I wasn't really expecting a response, but they got back to me the very next day. Everyone say thank you, JW, in the comments. They deserve your admiration. And I really hope their day was made better by getting tasked with answering my email and putting together these numbers. I think it's interesting. The numbers are interesting. But before I reveal the data that JW shared with me, I want engagement, dude. We're playing a game here. Place your bets. Everyone has to think for themselves. Which astrological sign is most likely to want to show off their sign on their license plate? Is there a sign for that? Fire signs, right? We're all thinking fire signs. Does that mean anything? Astrologers in the chat, please speak up. Please. I need you now more than ever. All right, well, here it is. Here's the data. 284 total license plates registered. I should say that these are not exactly popular plates. They don't break into the top 10 of specialty license plates sold in New York. They also don't seem to benefit any special fund. I think all this money just goes back to the DMV. We also have some strong representation from Cancer, SpongeBob, and Taurus, and Pisces at the very bottom, the fish plate that led me here. They don't want these plates. It turns out representing your zodiac sign on your license plate is a total Scorpio move. Or is it? Okay, now we're gonna start talking about some statistical analysis, but please don't be scared. I'm gonna keep it very high level. So in the mind of the astrology skeptic, every sale of a zodiac license plate in New York is like rolling a 12-sided die. If you took this 12-sided die and you rolled it 284 times, you would get a data set that would look something like this, right? Maybe. That's kind of what I want to think about here. So the hypothesis of the astrology skeptic is that this data is similar to what we would expect from rolling a 12-sided die 284 times. And there's this weird thing happening with randomly generated data sets. We don't expect that if we rolled a 12-sided die 284 times, that we would get a perfectly ordered set. We would expect there to be some randomness. But the question is, how much variance do we really expect? We're gonna look at data sets that have different chi-square values. This chi-square value is a goodness of fit measure. It's just telling us how far away are the bars from the average line. In this perfectly ordered data set, we have a chi-squared of 0.1, a very small chi-squared. Now let's look at some data sets that have a chi-square of 1. We can start to see they're a little more varied. And then let's look at a chi-square of 5. These data sets have a chi-square of 10. And now let's look at data sets that have a chi-square of 20. I want you to get a sense, an intuitive sense, that for a bigger chi-square value, we're looking at data sets that are more extreme, more varied, further away from this line of average. This curve is the probability density function for our die rolling experiment. It's telling us that it's very likely that when we roll our die 284 times, we expect a data set that has a chi-square value of about 10. The p-value is just saying, what are the chances that we generate a data set that is this extreme or more, that is at least this extreme. And visually, that's just the shaded area of the graph as a proportion of the total area under the graph. We would really only expect to get data this wild about 5% of the time that we do this dice rolling experiment. The words to describe this would be something like our data is marginally correlated with our die rolling hypothesis. It's marginal. It's possible. So where does that leave us? In broad strokes, this is kind of like a uniform distribution. For the astrology enthusiast, you can say that there's something at play. Maybe it is that the Scorpio design is just cooler than the other ones.